Hello and welcome to the Club 73 Touring Car Championship, Round 1, Race 1 from Silverstone, on board with me, Ben Hackeson. So this is the start of the race, obviously. It's qualified on pole by about a tenth. Got a bit of a terrible start. Alex Everett comes alongside me through the first corner and actually overtakes me around the outside, which you'll see about 2 seconds. Let me just change this a little bit. And it's better like that. So yeah, down to second off the start. Not the best start ever. Nice little tap through there. That's far too close. Sorry. Yeah, so from now we've got about 5 laps until we catch the Jettas. This is a multi-class race. The Kia Optima, which I'm in, and Volkswagen Jetta. I didn't turn off the recordings. Yeah, so we're about 10 seconds a lap quicker on a 57-second lap for us. So we're going to catch them about lap 6. So ideally I want to be in the lead by that point, because it's easy to go through traffic when you're in the lead, probably. But it doesn't work out that way, as you'll find out. So this track's pretty hard to overtake if like the car in front has a draft. It's okay if you have the draft. If they don't have the draft, you'll see I have a few opportunities to overtake. This is Alex Everett in front, probably said that. Got Lewis Bibby directly behind me. I'm actually going to put this on, it's better. Yeah, so not a lot to talk about yet, but it gets pretty crazy when we catch the Jettas. So I've got a run on Alex here, but he defends the outside and I hate trying to overtake on the inside here. As you can see, he just gets a better run. I actually screw it up a little bit and push wide into him, so I have to lift and not get a decent run. I think Lewis Bibby's right behind me. Well, in fact I know he is. And then that's not me going wide, that was me trying to get a run out the corner, because this is your main opportunity to overtake, is into this is Brooklyn's. I'm terrible with corner names. I'm getting the hang of it. I've got a nice inside run, never overtaken anyone on the inside. Well, I might have before, but hardly ever. So just about managed to get that done. I was pretty happy with that. So if this was a normal race, hopefully I could just run away and win. At this point I had 2 tenths pretty much over everyone else in the field, but this is a multi-class race, so I'm going to skip ahead a few laps until we catch the Jettas, which is this lap, and this is where the fun begins. So the Jettas are pretty slow in the race line, but it's me, and then about the same as quick through the corners, and I just get completely blocked off at that point. I get a tap from behind and then follow that guy wide, which means I lose the position to Alex, who you'll see on the right. Give him a little shove to try and get going. You can see Alex all the way over there.
Oh, that's shit luck, Ben, isn't it?
And then Bibby comes around the outside of me as well, so I'm now third after one lot. And now we have to try and get up inside, and at this point I need to follow them through every single piece of traffic, because I still want to win, and it's going to be hard to keep up with them, well, catch up back up to them in the time in between the Jettas now, so I actually have to go for every move I can. So it gets pretty intense. You'll see the speed difference on in the straights between us and the Jettas as well. But as I said, the braking zone for the Jetta is same point, so there's not a lot of point. I actually lose control of the car there and go around the outside of the Jetta, because their cornering speed's a little bit less than us, but on exit they're so much slower, as you can see, and now there's just a train of Jettas, and I want the draft, but I also don't want it. But I need to get this car just to stay with them. So brake a tiny bit late. They're pushing wide, they're going to cut back in, so I have to go around the outside of this corner. I don't know the corner names, sorry. And you can see how much time I've already lost to the guys in front. So I at this point I'm just hoping they get caught up, or I have enough time to recatch them when we get past them all. There's about, I think it was 22 Jettas, maybe more than that, 25. But yeah, they're going 3 wide and stuff up there. And I'm just like, oh my god. The second time through the Jettas, we're actually having a 3-way battle for the lead, whilst overtaking 3 cars at a time, and yeah. I think that's the first batch of Jettas out the way? Maybe not? I don't know. But yeah, it's getting pretty scary. It was going to squeeze me off then. So now Lewis is actually attacking Alex. And I've realised I've got the wrong paper on. Lewis is my teammate as well. So the 38, I don't know, it's 313, I think that is. It is my teammate. So yeah, I believe that was the first lot of Jettas through, and but now they're spread out a little bit, so it's going to be every now and then. So that was a 58 flat, which isn't particularly good. And again, I think I'm going to get caught out by this Jetta here. Actually, no, let us go. And also, we're that quick through the traffic. I think we pulled out a 4-second lead on. It was Ian Ross going 4th at the time. I don't know if he still was. So Lewis has another go at Alex, and I try and take advantage of that. And yeah, just not quite enough room to nick the inside there. Yeah, but now it's back to a 3-way battle. I have caught them. And Alex is under a lot of pressure. But at the same time, Lewis needs to get through before we catch Jettas. Because it's so hard to overtake when you're going 3 wide and stuff. That's 57.7, which again, it wasn't brilliant, but 1 tyres at this point, lap 10. It's only a 15-minute race. I think this is 16 laps. Yeah, I just didn't miss my braking point. I was just going for that, but I just mucked it up a little bit to get a cut back, and yeah, obviously lost a good almost second there. Alex trying to break the toe. It's pretty pointless on this track because the draft is so prevalent. You can just keep up with anyone. So at this point it's either 5 or 6 laps to go, and we are going to catch the Jettas again with a few laps to spare. You see how much the draft takes into effect as well. I've already caught up that second back up after 1 lap. I think Lewis gets a run on Alex here. Looks like it. Not really, actually, no. I don't have to run. I got a bit of damage at the start as well, so my car's not brilliantly aerodynamic. Lewis has a little peak and actually pushes Alex wide, but he takes decently apex, so he doesn't lose much time. And I'm just trying to get the run out of the corner. Nothing's really working for me at this point. Lewis's internet, as usual, being great. Here we go. I think that white car in front's actually a Kia. But we are starting to catch the Jettas now. It was a pretty close call for Lewis, and then I had to make a decision, and I followed Alex there instead of, probably the better option was Lewis, but Lewis has now got a run on Alex, gone for it up the inside, and he's actually there, and I'm just like, I'm going to try and pop into the inside, bit of contact. I thought I've got this done at this point. You can see the Jetta just blocks us. Basically I have to push Alex through, and then Lewis has actually gone round the outside and kept the position.
So I see some things that never changed.
Yeah, but Lewis is properly going for it now. I'm trying to get the run out of the corner. I've got a decent run. Alex has gone wide though, and then there's a Jetta there, so I've got to go around the outside of Lewis, but it's just in front. So, and I almost lose it again. I must say, actually, this isn't my replay as well. This is John Roberts, so you don't get my inputs or anything. But it's actually pretty good. No lag or anything. So Lewis goes for it again. Just gets this slight overlap, taps him. At which point there's now Jetta's in the way, so we have to go all the way around the outside of both of them.
Oh, come on!
Which is pretty crazy. Look at this, just squeeze through. Look how close that racing is. He's just in front, so I'm going to go to the left as soon as I can get rid of that Jetta alongside me. They make contact. I don't make a brilliant corner, nor do I track out enough, so I don't really take advantage of that. Whereas probably I should have gotten both of them after that contact. But at this point, I think Alex is still on my outside. Yeah, I've got the move done on Alex. So is Lewis. So we followed each other. Teammates are now 1 on 2. I think Alex is still on my outside. In fact, I know he is. And I'm looking over, and I brake at the wrong braking point. And yeah, just Alex straight back through. It's a bit disappointing. And then Lewis makes contact in front, so we have to dive either way round the Jetta, 3 wide for a little bit. And I cut back in, and look, there's another Jetta in the way. Alex trying to get past, and Lewis trying to get back. And there's another Jetta who doesn't see us coming. Alex dives left, I dive right. So lucky not to get a slowdown there. But I've got alongside him again, but now we're going to have to go 3 wide with the Jetta. Yeah, it doesn't really work, but
Sorry, Bill.
neither of us are going to back out. And now again, Jetta's going to 3 wide just as we get to the braking zone.
No, this is great.
I think I actually get it done that time, but that was close as well.
Just fine. Don't worry about it.
Alex was not backing out of anything there, so that was really good racing. And now, I believe this is second last lap now. So you can still see how many Jettas are in front of us, and I need to catch Lewis. He goes wide. That kind of puts me off a nice slide wide. I still have to avoid the Jetta, and then he pushes wide a bit as well, so I have to take an extra long line around the outside. I'm just losing time to Bibby. I need to get there. We've got 1 lap left at this point, so I'm pushing, but anything can happen in multi-class. Lucky that purple car spots me in time. Car off on the outside, you can just see it's just trying to fit your car anywhere. There's a reasonable Kia size gap at the moment. And then 2 more to go.
Nah, no Kias.
And there we go, some Jettas complaining about us. But not about us from 3, I don't think.
Come on, you know, your boat.
Yeah, and it's pretty much race over, can't win from here. Final straight, I believe.
Someone took us all out on the straight in a Kia.
Wah. Yeah, so 1-2 for the team, pretty good. Nice race, thanks for watching. Hope to see you next week.